Hey, good morning, guys. Back out here to get started on this 250. We're getting down pretty close to the deadline on this thing, so um, we don't lack too much, but it's not done. So obviously, we got to keep going. Was a little chilly out here this morning. You can see the smoke there. I got me a little fire going, burning pretty hot because I just threw some cardboard in there to help it take off a little bit, and a little fire starter. Where's that? There it is. But yeah, this thing does great. That little, it's just an old washing machine drum, but under this metal roof, it's not burnt. That's burnt from my smoker cooking under here, not from this fire. But that thing keeps a nice little bit of heat under this metal roof. So I got out here yesterday for a couple hours and worked on this thing. Not even a couple hours, I'd say 45 minutes or so. And let's see if I can get it in here. Cut that door out. Nice cut door. I did dip a little bit down into the round cylinder, the 120 gallon propane tank. I did dip into it a little bit with that plasma cutter, but we'll come back and weld that back shut and then flap disc it. It'll be nice and smooth and still give you enough. You'll be able to just scrape your ashes out. Excuse me, I can't talk this morning, but you'll still be able to scrape the ashes out into a pan or a bucket or whatever. Got PB Blaster on there. That's all I had, just to get the hinges nice and lubed. The door didn't want to move at all, but now it's moving great. We'll put some metal flat stock around, and it'll look perfect. That's how they all look before they get the flanges put on them. I think what I'm going to do over here on this side is I have plenty more of this pipe. I think I'm going to take me another one of these, another pipe like this, and I'm going to run it halfway down all the way around. So instead of using expanded metal to fill in the sides, I'm just going to put that on there, and that'll hold anything you put in there, wood, coolers, easy ups, whatever it may be. I think it'll give it a pretty cool look. Be nice and open. I like the way mine looks as far as the expanded metal, but I've seen some of them that have that open, I guess it's open air or whatever the expanded metal is too, but whatever. They got that open rail on there. I think it gives them a really cool look. So we're going to do that since I have that metal on hand. I don't have to go to the store and get the expanded metal. Add us a leg over, where we at? Right here. Add us a leg, and then we're going to wrap that whole thing in another, some more pipe, and that'll be done. And I do have the expanded metal to put that bottom in it. So it looks like our fire went out because now we are smoking out the entire neighborhood. But let's stop the rambling. You guys got somewhat of the plan that we're going to do today, and let's get to it. All right, what's up, guys? That's gonna do it for this video. I guess we'll start right here since I'm up here. Finally got the jack on. Got the, it's just 1/4 inch plate. I'm gonna get me some weldable D-rings and put one probably here, there. Put some maybe in the corner over there. That way they can just strap down whatever they want, coolers or whatever, if they're going somewhere. I really like the way this turned out. Just left the, instead of putting that expanded metal all the way around, just put that extra bar right there in the middle. Like little stuff will fall out of there, but if you stand your log straight up, which that's what that's meant for, or an easy up, bigger stuff, it'll fit just fine. That's 100% done, welded up, good to go. Got the back door open. I'm sorry, cut out. Hinges on, flanges. It does open, but I just went around the block with it to see how bad it was going to bounce and how close that is to the ground when it's traveling. So I tacked the door shut so it wouldn't bounce on me or bounce open or anything. But it does just fine on the road. Went up to whatever the speed limit is around here, 45, 50. Went over some railroad tracks, didn't even come close to touching the ground. We already had the doors cut out, but I'll show you since we're here. Cut out. I still got to come back and flap disc them, get them all nice and smooth and pretty. It looks uneven right there. It's only because this door right here picked up a little bit of a wobble, or not a wobble, a warp. But I don't think it's really that warp. I think it's just all the slag from the plasma cutters hanging up this side right here. Because you can push it in, but it won't go all the way. So I think it's hitting a little piece of slag. We'll figure that out whenever we flap disc it down. My plasma cutter decided to die on me, so I just spent the last 25 minutes cutting that with an angle grinder, cutting disc. It's a mess out here right now because I'm trying to get this thing done. Told them it'd be done before Thanksgiving. It's for a church, and they want to cook a bunch of turkeys for the community, so trying to hustle and get it done. Still got to put some chains on it. I have the wiring kit. I have the lights. You can see one of the fenders is right there. I'm going to come back out here in the morning. That's why everything's kind of just left out. Usually I put all my tools and everything up at night. Don't mind that. It's a mess. But, yeah, tomorrow I'll be right back out here in the morning before work and tackle it again. The wheels, the axle, all that stuff did great. Dead straight. No crazy wobble if it was out of line or anything like that, or out of alignment. I'm super stoked with it. I just have to run one big bead right there. Welder timed out, and I'm pretty frustrated with the plasma cutter since it's brand new. Best Arc, DP 500 Gen whatever 10 or 12, something like that. Not really too sure why it quit working, but it comes on, everything's fine, but it won't make the arc. I put new consumables, I put all that stuff on it. It just won't. It will not cut. So, nevertheless, it doesn't stop just because the tools don't work. We gotta keep going. So I got all that drawn out. I'm gonna cut it out tomorrow with my Evolution metal saw, and then I'm gonna have to cut a big old 6.5 inch diameter hole in the top of the collector with an angle grinder. So that's gonna suck, but has to be done. And then once that's on, that's gonna be the primary focus tomorrow. I'll run this bead here, and then I gotta run that bead right there, and then hopefully before I go to work tomorrow, that thing will be 100% done. That's the plan. But that'll be for the next video. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching, commenting, subscribing. For those of guys that were worried about the ride height of the trailer, of the firebox, I was too. I'm not going to lie. I was going to flip that axle if I had to, but it does great. And my truck has a little bit of a lift, and it was level with that. I have a drop hitch, and it was nice and level. So this guy's truck's a lot shorter, a lot smaller, so it should ride even better. But didn't touch the ground, didn't bounce a whole lot. I mean, I think that weight's pretty much got those leaf springs nice and pressed, but 3,500 pound axles is definitely not outside the limit of what it can do. So until the next one, guys, y'all take care. Hope the government's not getting y'all too bad, and See you on the next one.